Okay, today we're going to do Doodle Buddy. And Doodle Buddy is a great whiteboard app. And you'll find it in your Kids Create folder. And it's basically a whiteboard that has stamps, and you can draw on it, and some other neat features like that. This is great for doing number stories. If you have kids at a station with you where you're trying to teach a concept, they can write with you, and it's really easy to use once you kind of train your kids how to use it. So it has an undo arrow over here where it takes away the last thing the kids did, so they don't have to go in and look for an eraser. The next one over is a trash can. When you click on that, it'll ask if you want to clear the board. Okay. The next one over is your writing tools. You pick which color you want. There's also, it'll save your last most used colors. Down here, this is important. This is the slider, which will make your writing thicker or thinner. I usually try to teach my kids to leave it thin so that they can write words without them getting too thick. Then there's some different options like brushes and chalk and glittered paint, and the eraser are right up here. And once you click one, off you go. The next button over is your stamps. When you pick a stamp, every time you touch, it'll put one down. There are also sound effects with these, so if you want to have your kids turn those down, it is helpful not to have all those sound effects blaring. You can also choose large or small icon, so it'll make them bigger or smaller. I like these a lot for doing number stories. Okay, the next one over are tracers. You can click a tracer, you move it around right here, you can change the shape, and you basically color inside of it, and then when you pull the tracer away, it will leave that shape. The next one over is your text. And the text, you move the box around the same way, and then you can stretch it to make it bigger or smaller. The only thing about this is it does not really have a font size changer, so it kind of types the way how it's set up, and then you can make it bigger, but it's hard to make it really small. So for second grade, it's not quite as good to use for typing if you're doing long stories. Okay, and then the next one over is your backgrounds. There's a lot of different backgrounds. There's mazes, tic-tac-toe boards, you know, just basic pictures like of a beach and some things like that. And one thing you should know is when your kids are all done with these, they need to clear them off to leave them white for the next person. And you can click clear, but it will not get rid of this background image. You have to click backgrounds and choose white paper. You can also pick photos from your camera roll and put them in the background. Where that's great is if you wanted to take a picture of a worksheet, then you can import it into Doodle Buddy as a background, and then you can write on it. So if you want to take a math page or something along those lines, you have your kids take a picture of it, import it in here, and then they can do it right on their iPad. A very easy way where you wouldn't have to like send it through email. All right, and that is it. That's Doodle Buddy. Thanks.